Good morning. Well, it's morning my time. I don't know what time it is in your time or when you're watching this. I'm hoping somebody's watching this. This is my first video, so let's see how this goes. I don't know how often I'm going to do these. I'm kind of planning on once a week or something like that. We'll see. Um, what my take is going to be is how we as individuals can keep ourselves grounded, and although we're observing what's going on in the world, not getting wrapped up emotionally in it, and also how in this world of deception we can find our way through it all and keep our senses about us and not get wrapped up in the bullshit that we see constantly every single day. It's getting so bad nowadays. Basically, well, we've known this for a few years. Um, how can you tell a politician is lying? It is actually a joke. If you see his lips moving, you know he's lying. It's been like that for a few years. And when you watch these guys nowadays, it's even worse. Um, we're even finding it now within the whole awakening movement here, where we're starting to hear stories about this person and that person who we thought we could trust. We can't trust apparently because they're all bad, and it's getting to the point that who can we trust? And the one thing that I realized is that we know right off the bat who we can trust. We can trust ourselves. This whole business about needing teacher or needing a guru to guide us or anyone to guide us. Do we need, um, like in some of these sites where, you have aliens talking to us through people being through channels, or people that have died being channeled and giving us words of wisdom and all this sort of stuff. Who knows if we can believe that stuff? I mean, it sounds great when you hear the words and all that sort of stuff, but how do you know that's really good stuff that's being told to us? Or is that part of an agenda that somebody is using to try and manipulate us? And that's the real problem. How do we discern the truth from the lies or the illusion from our reality? And this is what I've been struggling with. And that's why I thought I might come up with these videos. And you can tell me what you think of them. I'd love to hear your feedback. Maybe I'm wasting my time, in which case tell me that and I won't do this anymore. I'm only doing this because I kind of wonder if there's other people out there like me that are trying to find their way through uh, this hologram we seem to be walking through. Um, what's real, what isn't real. So one of the things that I've been reflecting on lately, one of the things that's helped me a lot through all this is the idea that we have all the information we need within ourselves. Um, I firmly believe that. Um, if if we've come to this planet to make a change, I believe we've come here with all the information required from past lives or whatever um, to get the job done. Many of us, and I know I'm talking about myself specifically in this area. It's like I was running on remote for most of my life because I would never got caught up in this world. Even before I woke up to what was really going on, I knew this world was wrong. And I knew certain things, and I'm sure you were like that too. I'm sure through your life you had these inklings that something's not quite right here. And if you're like me, you did your own thing, even though people, you know, called you an idiot for doing it, or thought little of you for how you lived your life. I always felt strong enough inside myself to know that this is what I have to do. And so when I finally did wake up, I came into this from that perspective, and I'm still kind of carrying it on. So despite all the stuff we hear, all this information, this guy's bad, that guy's bad, you can trust this, you can't trust that, and all this sort of stuff, I find if I trust myself and go within myself, I can usually figure my way through it all. And the other thing I've learned is patience. Um, Everything comes to light eventually, so I trust in that as well. And I don't jump anymore from this to that to another. I kind of try and stay centered and just keep going the way I'm going. I'm not in a huge rush anymore. Especially as I got older, I decided I'm not going to be impatient anymore. I'm not going to rush around. So the big thing that really, really helped me was meditation. Meditation had so many positive effects on me. It calmed me down, allowed me to discover patience. Um, it allowed me to go within myself. This idea of living on the surface of yourself, you know, deep inside you, there's a very intelligent entity, and what we're seeing on the outside is only a part of that. So as we meditate and go inside and tap into that intelligence that we really are, um, it's amazing what comes bubbling to the surface. And that has helped me more times than I can shake a stick. Um, when Israel was bombing the crap out of Gaza, like a lot of other people, I got excited and I got upset over that and I became emotionally involved. And my natural instinct is, I want to do something. I gotta help them, But what can we do as a single person way over here? I'm in Canada. How can I help those people in Gaza? Um, so what I realized was by meditating on it and going inside myself, I was able to calm myself down. I managed to get, as it always seems to happen with meditations, um, got very grounded and detached myself emotionally so I could see how things were developing and what was going on and what needs to happen. And uh, and that's an important thing too, is understanding that some things have to occur in order for us to get to the stage we all want to be. So if you're not meditating yet, I would highly recommend that you do so. The benefits of it are incomprehensible to you right now if you're not meditating. Trust me on this. The other part of this is when it comes to discerning the difference between truth and lies is taking the responsibility for ourselves. In the end, that's what we've all got to do. We've got to become sovereign beings, and we've got to take responsibility for ourselves and our actions. And so that's not, we don't want to be passing this off to anybody else. So when somebody says something to you that this is a fact and you can trust me, don't trust them. Even if they seem like really nice people. Let's look into it. Let's find out. And if you don't have the time to do that, then just take the information in and wait for it to bubble up. Wait for the truth to come out because, like I said earlier, it always will do. Um, the truth always comes to the surface. But do the research, follow up, ask the questions if you get the chance to ask the questions. Um, Look into it, find out what the truth is for yourself. And then you can pass that on to anybody else and tell them to do the research, not to just blindly believe you as well. Encourage them to look into it and do the research and find out what they need to find out. This idea of blindly following people has never worked, and it's never going to work. In order for us to move towards the world that we all want, we really have to take responsibility for ourselves. Look into the sovereignty. I'm not saying you have to become a sovereign individual and join a movement or any of this sort of stuff. This is all personal. This is stuff you do yourself. And it starts with taking responsibility for yourself. It starts with, actually, even prior to that, connecting with your inner self and allowing your inner self to come out a lot more. Life gets so much easier when you do that. Trust me in that one. It really makes a big difference. Um, Work on that. Look at that. If you've got any comments, suggestions, thoughts, put them down. I'll make it available so that you can make the comments. If you appreciated what I had to say, subscribe, like. You've heard it all before. Um, Take care, and maybe I'll see you again. Bye.